Cancer, welcome, welcome, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. I am Simone, the Moon Goddess. This is your May 2021 reading. How are you, my loves? I know it's been a while. You know, I just had to have that downtime, but I'm back, and I'm so happy to be back here to serve and to support you. All right, so Cancer, these are general messages. Always remember, general messages, it either resonates or it does not. If this does not resonate, this is not your message, and it's all good. All right, this will be for sun, moon, and rising signs. For Cancer, please check all of your placements. If you know your rising, please check your rising. Definitely, that's your physical world. If you don't know your rising sign, you can check your sun and moon. If you know your time, if you don't know your birth chart, get in a search engine, type in your details in a birth chart, and pull up your chart so you know what your placements are. It's so important. Your birth chart is your map, your blueprint. Use it. Okay, let's use the tools that we have been gifted with to work our way through this dimension, this plane, this realm, however. What else do I want to say to you? If you're divinely led to connect with me for a personal reading, my details are down below. And if you want to support the channel, you can become a patron. And if there are any patrons watching, hello, my loves, and thank you so much for your continued love and support. I love the community that I am building on here, as well as on Patreon. So if you want to extend yourself and join my little tribe that's growing over on Patreon, please feel free. All right, if you've not subscribed, what am I saying? If you've not subscribed, hit the subscribe button. I'd appreciate it. And please like, comment, share. All right, we all know how YouTube works. All of these things I am so appreciative of in growing my channel. All right, so let's get into it, Cancer. I call upon the Most High. I call upon my spirit guides in assisting me in delivering messages for Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising for the month of May. As always, may all messages be for the highest good of all involved with harm to none. Ashe, amen, so it is. So spirit guides, what are the messages you want me to share with Cancer? And Cancer, before I go on, it's a very windy day. If you hear this weird noise in the background, it's windy, so the wind is blowing something on the outside of the building. I hope it's not distracting. Yeah, it's just one of those things, right? Wow, okay, Cancer. First card is the Lovers. Wow, okay, so y'all's message clear. First card is the Lovers. Your second card is the Ten of Pentacles. It came out reverse. Your third card is the Justice card, and it came out reverse. So there's something topsy-turvy within a relationship, a significant relationship. Now, like I said, these are general messages. It's not based on love. It's not based on any specific. I'm just channeling what I see or feel, right? But when I see the Lovers, this is a divine connection, a divine significant relationship, all right? Could be romantic, could be family. It could even be with yourself, you and yourself, okay? This is Gemini energy. Venus just went into Gemini. Mercury's in Gemini. That's interesting. So there's something that's a little bit out of balance here, whether it's that you are not feeling there's been some kind of conflict, some kind of maybe finances a little bit strained. Maybe there's a need for you to focus more on yourself. Maybe you give so much to the family and to everybody else, and it's at your expense. Maybe your person feels as if they're not getting enough from you. The Justice card, this is marriage, right? So this is why I feel like it's a significant, not like other relationships aren't, but it could be a marriage, it could be a spouse, or it could be somebody that you live with, you share bills with, you share there's a legal connection in some way, or just like a soulmate type of energy, you know? There's something here, so it might be that some of you might be looking to separate from your other, There might be a divorce happening. Maybe there's something topsy-turvy within a family. Let's see. Top of the deck is the King of Cups. So somebody's putting down their foot about emotions, maybe setting emotional boundaries, setting relationship boundaries. You got the Ace of, wow, this is beautiful. You got the Ace of Wands at the bottom of the deck. All right, so that's underneath your Justice card. So whatever is out of balance here, wherever there might be something where you feel as if something is unfair, somebody has been unfair, there's an imbalance within a relationship, something new is springing up in its place. All right, there is the sun coming up in the background. Leaves will eventually fill that tree. You can think of this as spring. So it's like a rebirth within a relationship. Under that Ace of Wands, under this card is the Wheel of Fortune. Pathways are clear. It's all about divine timing. There's some kind of serendipitous situation that's going to come to pass in some way. Let's see, at the heart is the Judgment card. Wow. Cancer, y'all's reading is so freaking clear. And you have 3 major cards together. The Sun on one side of Judgment and the Hierophant on the other side of Judgment. The Hierophant could also be marriage, anything established, contracts. Okay, anything made official. And you have the Sun card, which is the happiest card in the deck. You see how happy that is. There's this rebirth happening. Now Pluto is in retrograde at the minute for about 6 months. It will be in retrograde for about another 5 months or so. 5.5 months. Judgment is Pluto, so it's like a resurrection happening here. You know, there's a freeing. So wherever there's an imbalance within a family, a home, maybe somebody's passed on, but in them passing is bringing new life. So it could be that some of you inherit something and it brings new life to it, changes your life for the better. It reinvigorates you, right? Maybe one of your guides, your ancestors is saying it's time for you to wake up. It's time for you to wake up. It's time for you to trust your judgment on a situation. It's time for you to meet yourself fully. It's time for you to meet. You've been calling in divine love, or you know that this connection is divine. Maybe it's about releasing ego. Maybe it's about releasing generational curses and mastering your emotional domain. You know, tapping into your spirituality, seeing situations in its entirety instead of allowing emotions to cloud your judgment in some way. You see the sun coming from behind the clouds here. I don't feel all is lost here. If the Lovers was reversed, I would feel like, okay, there's a definite separation happening. I just feel as if it's an aha moment. It's a phase in a cycle. Like everything has a season and a phase and a cycle, right? Some things after the season, that's the end of it, and for some other things, after that season ends, then it leads to another cycle. So that's how you get growth. You know, it's just like the seasons, how nature works. So there's something new coming in the place of wherever things might have been a little crazy. For y'all. Wow, Cancer, this is deep. Give me, what's their word of advice? You got the 7 of Cups. So Scorpio energy. And then the Knight of Wands, and it came out reverse. So don't be in any rush to make any decisions. Don't be in any rush to make sense of everything that's happening. Because again, this could be down to divine timing. And also don't be shifted off of your alignment because you feel confused with everything that's happening around you. Because some things might not be, some things you might have all of these options. So okay, you see this person here with all these different pots. It's kind of like, you know, those street artists when they have to, they put something on a table and then put the cups in and switch it around, and you got to determine what's under, which cup has the object underneath it. So it's like you have all of these different cups, but which one has what it is that you truly desire? Which one is actually based on reality? Because you could have all these different options, but some of them are based on illusion, right? So part of you being able to determine which option or which decision to make is to be truthful to yourself. And in doing so, it means removing the mask from your face. When I see this mask, it's like, what's hiding behind that? What are you hiding behind that? What emotions are you hiding? What are the things that you desire, that you want for yourself, that you need to thrive, that you might be hiding from your person or hiding from yourself? Have you asked for what you want? So it's like a slowdown of energy, this Knight of Wands. Don't be so quick, no, so hasty to jump forward, to jump back, to jump left, right, up, or down. Right? Slow down the energy and determine what it is that you truly want. And then what are the steps that you can take to achieve that? Part of relationships, healthy relationships, is being able to be vulnerable, being able, honest communication, and being able to be vulnerable. But all of that has to start with you. It's about stripping away what happened in the past, whether it was with this person, with family, friends, with yourself, and not moving from a place that's shrouded in comfort zone and shrouded in putting on a mask in order to prevent yourself from being hurt again, or overcompensating. Oh, in this situation I wasn't patient enough, so now I'm going to be extremely patient even when it's at my detriment. No, we can't do that. In this situation I wasn't patient enough, so now let me be a little more patient, but balance it, period, right? Balance it. It can't be from one extreme to the next. It has to be, gotta find that equilibrium. Basically find your own power. And here, look, the Magician at the bottom. All right, the Magician at the bottom. Finding your own power, finding power in your truth. Okay, what's the final outcome here for Cancer? Cards repeating themselves. This is so crazy. So these two cards came out for Aquarius, and they came, and I would have shuffled and shuffled and shuffled since I did Aquarius's reading. These two cards came from two different parts of the deck. They didn't even come out together, but yet they've come out together. So you got the Knight of Pentacles. It came out reverse. It came out right for Aquarius. It's come out reverse for you. And the Two of Swords was one of their final cards as well. Let me get one more card because I want to see what it is you're deciding on. Give me one more card for Aquarius, for Cancer, sorry. All right, the Three of Cups, and it came out reverse. So these are your three cards. You got the Two of Swords down the middle and two reverse cards on either side. So the Two of Swords could be you making a decision, feeling split on a decision, It's a sense of, and I feel like the two decisions, I feel like you feel like on either side, it's like stuck between a rock and a hard place. It's like a double-edged sword. You can't see either way. It feels as if you won't come out winning, because the Knight of Pentacles is a sense of stagnation. For me, the Knight of Pentacles is a sense of stagnation when it's reversed, that is. And then the Three of Cups reverse, it feels like it could be a third party, maybe too many cooks spoil the broth kind of energy. You're not happy about something. This is also your energy, the Three of Cups. So is it that some of you feel like there's no growth in a relationship and you're contemplating going off with somebody else? It's like you're not happy here, but you don't necessarily want to cut it, but you have these desires and these needs, and you think you want to, and there's somebody else is presenting themselves that can serve you what you think you need. So you feel cut down the middle. You don't, there's no, in your mind, there's no winning. Wow, that's deep. You got the Fool here at the bottom. So this is why your word of advice is to slow it all the way down before making your decisions. Determine what's real from what isn't. Determine what supports you from what doesn't. Because you don't want to cut off your nose to spite your face, or spite your face cut off. You all know that saying. You don't want to dig a deeper hole for yourself. Remember, this Lover's card is the first card, first energy. So it shows that there is this beautiful love. There's this beautiful connection. And again, this could be love. This could be you as well. Not necessarily with another person. You know, just feeling balance within yourself. Don't let temptation lead you off your alignment. Don't let temptation lead you astray. All right, because I see something beautiful here. Also, for some of you, if there's a third party, be mindful that this could lead to a potential baby. All right, and if you don't want that to happen, y'all know what y'all need to do. Wow, okay, so I decided to look at what's at the top of the deck, and it's the Devil, which is the same energy of the Lovers. One is in the light, one is in the dark. Capricorn, so you have the Fool potentially rushing into something without thinking it through. All of what you see is not necessarily what it is. These are the three bottom cards: the Fool, the Moon, the Queen of Swords, and the Moon. All is not necessarily what you think it is. Okay, and look at how the Queen is pointing at the Fool. She's like, be mindful. You have a pregnant woman, mother. The Moon is the mother, pointing at the Fool. So it's time to slow it all the way down. You have a Queen of Pentacles, next to the Moon. All this feminine energy. It's time to slow it all the way down. It's time to receive the messages. It's time to feel things out. It's time to connect to self. All right, don't rush into anything. And here you have the Devil at the top. You have the Ten of Swords next to that. So slaying some kind of beast, laying something to rest. All right, so that you can step fully into your divinity. The Hierophant. Your purity. There's a sense of purity here. And I said that. And next to the Hierophant is the Sun. You see the children playing. Purity, yeah, again. Cancer, your message. Wow, this is deep. Drop a comment, Cancer. Does this resonate? Don't be tricked. Slow it all the way down. When you're not sure what to do nothing. All right, pray, meditate, ask for divine guidance. I cut the deck. Expect powerful change. New moon eclipse has shown up here. I don't know. I feel the need to, I feel called to pull another card from this deck. You got 2 cards. Wow. You got the 9 of Cups and it came out reverse. And the Wheel of Fortune. All right. So for me, it's like, slow it all the way down. Slow it all the way down. If you're not sure which decision to make. All right. Because it's like you don't want to be tricked. You see this, the serpent between the 2 people here. It's 8 of Cups, the 9 of Cups reversed. So that's the energy of the 8 of Cups. Maybe walking away from something or contemplating that. Lots of different pathways opened up here for you. Pray before making any decisions. All right. Don't trip up yourself, Cancer. Okay, can I have one more card for Cancer spirit guides? Expect powerful change, new moon eclipse. I don't even know how that happened, but there we go. Nothing is yet set in stone, mutable moon. I'm telling y'all, where you are now, you are in a position of, you're at a crossroads. Envision what you want your outer world to look like, what you want to experience, how you want your love to be. Connect to yourself, seek solitude, meditate, pray, and align. Okay, align. The thing is with eclipses, and we're in eclipse season, it either starts from the new moon tomorrow, which is the 11th, or the new moon or full moon later on in May. I'm not sure, but this is eclipse. This is an eclipse month. So the thing with eclipses is that they do all of the work. They do all the closing off. They close off the cycles. They open up new opportunities. They shift you from one place to the next quickly. So oftentimes we don't need to do much aside from envision and align with the energy that we want to experience. And the eclipses will do the rest. Right? So nothing is yet set in stone. Is showing you still have time to create that reality with your mind. You still have time to heal. You still have time to have the necessary conversations. You still have time to just chill. You still have time to do nothing. You don't need to make any decisions right now. All right? You are good enough, full moon in Virgo. So if you've been doubting that, questioning it, know that you are good enough. Trust your gut. Virgo deals with the digestive system, the nervous system. Your intuition is in your gut. All right. Be bold and make the first move. Cardinal moon. Now, when I was shuffling before, saying that you don't need to make any movements, I saw this card and I smiled to myself because y'all are a cardinal sign, right? Cancer, Capricorn, Aquarius, and Libra are cardinal signs. Y'all kickstart things. Y'all get things going. So be bold and make the first move. So is that about you having a conversation with your person? Y'all would know what that means for you. You have emotions are running high, super moon, and meditate and contemplate new moon in Pisces on either side of be bold and make the first move. So either way, there's still this being aware that emotions are high and slowing it all the way down, meditating and contemplating so you can make the necessary decisions that you need to make. Wow, what a reading. This is the longest one I've done for the month of May. The energy is just more or less flowed. That's your message, Cancer. I hope these messages support you. And I now close off the portal between me, you, Cancer, and my guides. Drop a comment down below and let me know if this is resonating. Give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you're divinely led for me to read for you, to connect with you. My details are down below. And become a patron if you want to support the channel. Awesome. If you already are, thank you yet again. And Cancer, until your next message, until next video, bye.